Society loves to push this frantic, almost hurried narrative about bouncing back the minute you have a baby. But honestly, in today's explainer, we're totally flipping the script. We are looking at a fundamentally different approach to your crucial first week of postpartum recovery. think of it as a gentle reawakening. Let's dive into how to guide your body with a whole lot of deep patience and some really simple daily practices.
I absolutely love this core philosophy from our source material. It says, if you want to restart sports after childbirth, start slowly. The goal is just to wake up the body and regain confidence. We are completely taking the pressure off today. No extreme regimens, no intense pressure to perform. The objective here is simply to feel better in your own skin, literally step by step.
So here is our roadmap. We'll cover starting your postpartum journey, the first week routine, some gentle strength exercises, nourishing your postpartum body, and finally, redefining your progress. Part 1. Starting your postpartum journey, setting the ground rules. Before we even think about movement, we've got to focus on 4 foundational pillars because your body fundamentally needs time to heal, period. First up, sleep whenever possible. Now, I know, that is way easier said than done with a newborn, but really try to prioritize it. Second, hydrate enormously. Your body needs immense amounts of water right now. Third, eat real, simple, nourishing food. And lastly, and this is a big one, be consistent, not perfect. The pressure for perfection has absolutely no place here. Now, a super crucial point, safety. The source material explicitly highlights that if you've had a C-section or if you are experiencing any pain at all, you must always ask your doctor's advice before restarting any exercise. Medical clearance isn't just a casual suggestion, right? It's literally a mandatory first step to make sure your structural healing is on the right track. All right, moving on to part 2, the first week routine, a simple daily start. Week 1 is incredibly, wonderfully straightforward. We're talking no gym, no intense cardio. Every morning, your routine is literally just 3 steps. First, drink a large glass of water right when you wake up. Then, do 5 minutes of gentle stretching. And finally, take a 20 to 30-minute walk. That's the whole shebang. The singular goal here is just to get your body moving gently and safely. If you want to prep your body for that walk or any light movement, here's a super quick 3-minute warm-up from our guide. Start by just marching on the spot. Nice and easy. Then, gently roll your shoulders. Next, and I really want you to mentally slow down for this part, take a few moments for deep, calm breathing. Just fill your lungs and let it out slowly. Finally, gently stretch your back and arms. It's all about physically embodying calm while waking up those muscles. Next up, part 3, gentle strength exercises 3 times a week, and notice the caveat here, when ready. Okay, so if you are feeling energized enough to add these in, our first movement is the classic squat. The guide recommends just 10 repetitions. And the key here, it's all about tempo. You want to go down gently and come up slowly. Focus on control, not speed. You're basically just reminding your leg muscles how to engage without overloading your recovering core. Next, we have reverse lunges, aiming for 8 repetitions per leg. And hey, notice the built-in modification here. Absolutely hold on to a chair. Because your center of gravity shifts so dramatically during pregnancy and postpartum, using a chair for stability is highly encouraged. It's a fantastic way to build your confidence safely. Then we're taking it down to the floor for the glute bridge. You'll do 12 repetitions of this. Lying flat on your back, you simply and gently raise your pelvis up toward the ceiling. This is such a wonderful, supportive way to gently re-engage your core, your glutes, and your lower body, all without putting downward pressure on your pelvic floor. For core stability, the guide suggests a beginner plank held for just 20 seconds. And I really want to emphasize this. Do this on your knees if it's more comfortable. Modifying the plank to your knees isn't cheating. It's completely valid and actually highly recommended as your abdominal muscles recover. Our final specific strength movement is the bird dog for 10 repetitions. On all fours, you just extend your right arm forward and your left leg backward, and then switch sides. This is a brilliant exercise because it helps with gentle coordination, balance, and safely waking up those muscles all along your spine and core. To wrap up our exercise sequence, the sources remind us that brisk walking for 15 to 20 minutes is absolutely the best starter cardio out there after having a baby. And listen, no matter what movements you choose to do, always finish your session with a proper cool down. Do some light stretching, some more of that calm breathing, and get plenty of hydration. Honestly, even just 10 minutes a day is a massive, beautiful start. Moving right along to part 4, nourishing your postpartum body, fueling recovery in lactation. I want to be perfectly clear here. We are taking a strict anti-diet approach. There's a stark contrast between what toxic diet culture pushes and what your body actually needs right now. You've got to throw out the extreme diets, the privations, the so-called miracle products, and those dangerous calorie limits. Instead, embrace the truth. Your body requires balanced meals and real energy to heal tissue and if you're nursing to produce breast milk. You simply cannot run on an empty tank. So what does this actually look like in practice? It's really just about combining real whole foods simply. For breakfast, you could have eggs or fresh cheese, oats, fruit, and yes, definitely your coffee or tea. Lunch should be built around a solid protein. Think chicken, fish, or lentils, packed with veggies and a small portion of carbs. And dinner can be light but deeply nourishing, like a hearty soup, a rich salad, or a simple omelet. And good news, snacking is highly encouraged. Some great options are fruits, plain yogurt, and specifically almonds and dates, which are fantastic for lasting energy. At the same time, you want to gently try to reduce things that don't really serve your healing. We're talking excess sodas, unnecessary sugars, heavy fried foods. And look, I know how tempting it is when you're awake at 3 a.m. with a baby, but try to limit heavy late-night snacking if you can. Focus on what truly nourishes you. Which brings us to our final pillar, redefining your progress, measuring success without a scale. Seriously, throw out the daily scale. Please do not weigh yourself every day. It is not an accurate reflection of your postpartum healing. Instead, the guide passionately advises relying on holistic, health-based metrics. Just observe your energy levels throughout the day. Track the quality of the sleep you're actually managing to get. Notice how your clothes fall and feel on your body. And perhaps most importantly, check in on your overall mood and morale. These are the true, meaningful indicators of your well-being. So I want to leave you with this final thought as you wrap up your first week. Ask yourself, how is your energy today? How is your sleep? How is your mood? If you focus on these gentle, supportive steps, you are going to lay a truly powerful foundation for your recovery. Congratulations on completing week 1. Take it all at your own pace, and we'll be right here with more explainers whenever you feel ready for week 2. Keep healing, keep nourishing, and we'll see you next time.